Okay guys, so as I said in my last video, I was gonna try and do at least 2 or 3 Valentine's makeup look for you guys. This is look number 2. Again, super easy guys. A red lip I know can be a little bit intimidating, but we can't do a Valentine's look without a red lip. Did the brows off camera, didn't want this video to be as long as the other one. If you haven't seen my last video, I will link it. It's pretty much the same way. I'm going to be using the Becca primer. Put it just where I have most of my pores. ColourPop No Filter concealer, and this is Rich Tan. It pulls a little bit orange, perfect to use as a color corrector. So I don't color correct all the time guys, I just do it depending on how my skin is at the moment. Right now I do have some dark circles under my eyes and around my mouth, so that's why I'm color correcting today. You can skip that step if your skin is doing fine and you don't need it. You only color correct for dark spots, dark circles, any type of scars or marks on your skin that you want to make sure it's not going to seep through your foundation or concealer. Hope that makes sense. Now that I've color correct, I'm going to go ahead and use my foundation. I'm not using a liquid foundation today. Instead, I'm going to be using a powder foundation. This is a MAC Studio Fix powder foundation, and this is NW48. And I'm not bringing it under my eyes. I'm going to make sure that you get to the perimeter of your face and blend into the hairline. Now I'm going to put on my highlights. I'm using the Born This Way highlights, and this is in Butterscotch. Going to let that sit and just kind of melt into the skin a little bit before I start blending it out, because you never want to really go in and really start blending the concealer right as you put it on, because you may run that risk of just blending it away. Okay guys, so I have my little mini beauty blender. I got this from Tarte. It actually came with this concealer here in a pack, so I don't know if they sell it separate, but yeah, that's where I got this from. So now we're going to start to blend out the concealer, and I'm always going to leave the under eye for last. Now I'm going to start blending out under the eye. I think I've blended everything that needs to be blended. Whatever is left over on the sponge, I'm just going to use it to blend the concealer that was on the lid. Most important part of this makeup is blending and making sure that everything just flows really nicely. Now I'm going to use that same powder that we use on the face. I'm going to use it to set the eyelids in place, because we're not going to do any eyeshadow. I'm not going to be wearing such a big lash, so I just want a small wing. This is a MAC 24-hour brush stroke liner. Okay guys, so now I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Make sure I get the product into it, knock off the excess. Always go over whatever is left on your sponge onto the brows, especially if you don't have brow hairs and you kind of just draw them on. You don't want to skip that step. That's just going to make sure that it sets in place, and throughout the day it's not moving around. Whatever is left, I'm just tapping it everywhere else. So before I put on my lashes, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face. That helps your lashes to last a little bit longer, because sometimes you spray and the glue starts lifting. So I find that it's best to spray first and then put on your lashes afterwards. Spray my face, I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, and you see how that spray just kind of take away that, you know, powdery look. For highlights today, I'm going to be using the Jarred Cosmetics highlighter in Lucy. This highlighter is really intense, so you have to make sure that you blend it out so it doesn't look like it's sitting on the skin. I always like to give one last spray after I put on the highlighter. To me, that just makes everything just melts. gonna start off the lip with NIGHTMOTH. Okay, we have to go in with our concealer. This is Cherry, and we're gonna start kind of go over the NIGHTMOTH, but not all the way. So now we're gonna go ahead and fill in with the lipstick. Now we're gonna go ahead and blend out that concealer using that same brush. See how that just looks so sharp, guys? Again for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one.